Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome back to Primetime Pulse, where we dive into the most iconic stories in entertainment history. Tonight, we're going to talk about a legendary figure who's often remembered for his hilarious sketches on Saturday Night Live, Chris Farley. But behind the laughter and charisma, Farley was struggling with substance abuse, and one man took it upon himself to help him get back on track. Lorne Michaels, the creator of SNL, reportedly took a tough love approach when dealing with his cast's addiction issues after John Belushi's tragic overdose in 1982. This led to some drastic measures, including banning Chris Farley from the show for weeks at a time whenever he was too far gone. Yes, you heard that right, Michaels would literally ban Farley from SNL just to get him to seek help. But what motivated this change in approach? According to Susan Morrison, author of Lorne, the man who invented Saturday Night Live, Belushi's death had a profound impact on Michaels. He realized that his hands-off approach wasn't working and that he needed to take action to support his cast members. It was a tough lesson to learn, but one that ultimately saved Farley's life. Now, we've all heard stories about rehab facilities in Alabama, but this is the real deal, Lorne Michaels sending Chris Farley to these programs with the goal of getting him sober and back on track. And sadly, it didn't quite work out that way. But what's fascinating is that Michaels was willing to go to such extreme lengths to help his cast member. He knew what worked for Farley, but it wasn't enough. In fact, Morrison claimed that Lorne had a pretty hands-on approach when dealing with Pete Davidson's struggles during his time on the show from 2014 to 2022, and John Mulaney's issues as a writer from 2008 to 2013. It just goes to show that even in the cutthroat world of entertainment, sometimes it takes someone with Michaels' leadership skills to make a real difference. But before we move on, let's take a moment to remember Chris Farley, an incredibly talented comedian who left us far too soon. His legacy lives on through his work on SNL and beyond, but it's also worth remembering the struggles he faced and how someone like Lorne Michaels stepped in to try and help him. Well, that's all for tonight's episode of Primetime Pulse. If you liked this story, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join us next time when we'll explore more fascinating stories from the world of entertainment.